Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sachin Singh and we are back with a new video. Today we're going to talk about making a Sudoku solver. But before I get into the video, make sure to stay till the end because I'm going to tell you about a website which would help you out throughout your school. Also, there's a small section about a Punjabi poet and Punjabi poetry. So it is a section in which I would recite excerpts from an influential poet or a poet who has influenced my life in some way or the other. Right, let's get into the video. Before we get into this, there's a disclaimer that this solver just solves puzzles that have conflicts at depth 1 only. For further depths, you can use this code and develop on it. Coming back to what is Sudoku. So it is a type of puzzle in which we have got empty boxes and some filled boxes. So we try to fill the empty boxes with numbers 1 through 9 in a 9 by 9 grid, and we have and then they have to be unique across the row, column and in the box. Let's look at the flow of the code. So at the highest level of abstraction, what we want it to be that when we input, we just input the unsolved Sudoku puzzle, and then when we're looking at the output, we just get the solved Sudoku puzzle. This puzzle is taken from websudoku.com, and you can replicate the puzzle by putting in the numbers below the figure. So this is also called as a puzzle space, configuration space or state space. Let's look at the data structure. So instead of using a 2D array of integers, we use a sophisticated data structure, and the data structure allows us to store values and the center which the box belongs to or which the cell belongs to. So sometimes that helps us to reduce the time taken to compute a lot of things. One of the things to note is that we use enumeration for the centers instead of the coordinates of the centers themselves, because sometimes we need to pull out the centers and place stuff accordingly. So we use the enumerations as indices. Okay, so we've got 3 things in this data structure, which is the data, which is the number which is visible in the box, the center of the which the cell belongs to, and then the available values. It's basically a list. Okay, and everything is set to none. That's in Python. And then we also have a constructor. Okay, so we need to decide what to fill where. For that, we need to look at what values we can remove from the list of the numbers 1 through 9 by looking at the values which are already present in the row, column or the box. For this particular example, in the highlighted red box, we can remove all the values except for 4. So if you look at the row, you can remove 1, 3, 5 and 8. If you look at the column, you can remove 2, 7, 9 and 8 has already been removed. And if you look at the box, you can remove 6 and 7 has already been removed. So the only value which is left is 4. But sometimes just looking at the values which are present in the row, column or the box, it's not sufficient. So what we need to do is that we need to look at the values which are available in the rows, columns and the box, and then we need to take out unique values, because there are constraints that one value can only occur once in the row, column or the box. So we use that property. Let's look at an example here. So looking in the blue box, there are 3 boxes that need to be filled, and we've got the first box, the values are 3, 6. The other 2 boxes are 1, 3 and 1, 3. So 6 needs to occur at least once in this column, and the only box it is present is, or as an option, is the first box. So we remove the 3 option from the first box and we just use 6. So we do this for the column, row and the box. But we use this only if we do not get anything from the previous result, because this is computationally expensive. Let's go to the next part, which is how do we put all of this into code. Good. So as you see in the yellow box, what we do is we set data to data structure. Now we had the input as a 2D array of integers. So what we did was, so we turned that into a data structure with empty values or empty boxes set as none in the data part. right? And then we allocate centers, which fills in the data structure, which fills in the center part, or the center value. And then we update the centers and look for available values, which fills the avail part of the data structure. Then we go into while loop, which checks that if every cell has been filled. So if there is a none value in any of the data part of the whole matrix, the 9x9 matrix, we just go out of it, because if there is any value which is set to none in any of the 9x9 in any of the cells of the 9x9 matrix, we go on. But if we do not find any none, which means that the Sudoku has been filled completely, which means it has been solved. And then we do this. We go and update the centers, find out what values are available, put that into avail list, and then find out whichever has just one option left. So whichever cell has just one option to be filled in, we put that in, and finally we go over it again and we check. So that's how it works. So the code is left as an exercise. The solution is available in the given link, and I've put in all the links in the description below, and the code is left as an exercise. Okay, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. There are 2 other sections in which I tell about poetry which has influenced me throughout the years, and the poet also. And then the final part is where I talk about one website that helps you out throughout your school. So this section is posed towards my Indian viewers, and it's going to be in Punjabi. So if you do not want to look at it, there are timestamps in the description below, and you can skip to the next section. And I'm going to switch to Punjabi now. So जिस कवि दे बारे में गल करना चाह रहा हाँ वो है शिव कुमार बटालवी। ते उन्हां दी कवितावां च लफज भावें बहुत थोड़े ने, मगर कविता विच जो डूंघाई है वो बहुत ज़्यादा है। ते अल्फाज भावें बहुत ही घट इस्तेमाल करे गए हैं, पर वो बहुत सारी चीज़ां कह जाते हैं उस विच। ते जो कविता मैं तुहानू सुनाना चाह रहा हाँ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹੋ ਹਾਲ ਫਕੀਰਾਂ ਦਾ। ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ 2 ਸ਼ੇਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹਾਂਗਾ। ਕੀ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹੋ ਹਾਲ ਫਕੀਰਾਂ ਦਾ, ਕੀ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹੋ ਹਾਲ ਫਕੀਰਾਂ ਦਾ, ਸਾਡਾ ਨਦੀਆਂ ਵਿਛੜੇ ਨੀਰਾਂ ਦਾ, ਸਾਡਾ ਹੰਝ ਦੀ ਜੂਨ ਆਇਆਂ ਦਾ, ਸਾਡਾ ਦਿਲ ਜਲਿਆਂ ਦਿਲਗੀਰਾਂ ਦਾ। ਇਹ ਜਾਣਦਿਆਂ ਕੁਝ ਸ਼ੋਖ ਜਹੇ ਰੰਗਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਤਸਵੀਰਾਂ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਜਾਣਦਿਆਂ ਕੁਝ ਸ਼ੋਖ ਜਹੇ ਰੰਗਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਤਸਵੀਰਾਂ ਹੈ। जद हट गए असी इश्के दी मुल कर बैठे तस्वीरां दा, की पुछदे हो हाल फकीरां दा। ते इस कविता नूं जे तुसीं पूरा पढ़ना चाहते हो उसका लिंक भी डिस्क्रिप्शन दिता गया है। ते मैं उम्मीद करता हाँ कि तुसीं जाके उस कविता नूं जरूर पढ़ोगे तो उसका आनंद माणोगे। ते आओ चलिए अगले सेक्शन वाल। Okay, so if you have made this far, I'm going to talk about one website that has been essential in my development throughout my whole grad education. So it's called medium.com. It has got plenty of material, so if you are a science student, it would help you out the most, I think. But then it also has other different parts as political science and other different stuff. So if you go in there, let's pretty much look at it. So you've got technology, elemental health science, gen, business, marker work, culture, and plenty of stuff. So it's got politics, data science, cryptocurrency, AI, elections, productivity, startups. So it's got plenty of stuff that you can look at, and that helps you out a lot. So if I want you to take away something from this video, is that start using medium.com. That helps a lot. And they are in no way sponsoring this video. This is just for education purposes. Okay. So if you like the video, go ahead and press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.